Hey guys, what's up? This is Blaze the movie yet again. And so, come here. Never mind that. Anyway, this is the family dog. It doesn't belong to me, but it does belong to the family. And her name is Selma, and she is pretty good. You can't see her very well. Alright. Now you can see her better. Anyway, people, today I would like to talk to you about something that I just found out, which I find very sad. But before I begin, I just would like to tell you why I decided to not be in my room this time. Because in most of my videos I am in my room, and I wanted a different setting. So, yeah. Now guys, you might be asking, what exactly do I have a problem with? Well, it's the fact that the moviegoers in general are going downhill. That's right, I think that moviegoers in general are going downhill. And it really saddens me. Now, I am going to say some spoilers for the movie, The Smurfs. And I need to tell you guys spoilers because I really need to discuss this. And I can't really discuss this properly without talking about the movie The Smurfs. So if you haven't seen the movie yet and don't want it spoiled for you, I have no idea why in the fuck you would want to see that piece of shit. Then don't watch this video. However, if you don't want spoilers and want to hear me out, continue watching this video. Now, ChrisStuckmann recently made a video where he talked about a guy that gives bad movies high scores and good movies bad ones. I don't have a problem with that, I really don't. And like ChrisStuckmann pointed out, this isn't even a guy, it's a teenager who is only 13 years old. And you know what? It's wrong to treat everyone as an adult. You don't treat a kid or a teenager as an adult, you judge them by what they are, kids or teenagers. This is not a video about him, neither is this a video about ChrisStuckmann. It's a video about you, the average moviegoers. Now let me ask you guys something. Do you have any good reasons for loving or hating the movies that you love and hate? Now, I can understand that many people absolutely fucking hate the movie Inception. It can be confusing to some people. And to be honest, I didn't really understand the ending of the movie either. Oh, by the way, warning, spoilers. I should have said at the beginning of the video that this video contains spoilers for 4 movies. But you know what, I am just going to tell you right now what those 4 movies are, so you guys don't have to see. Those 4 movies are The Smurfs, The Lion King, Inception and Moneyball. Now I am going to talk about Inception. If you're still here and don't want the movie spoiled for you, don't bitch at me that I did, because I am clearly telling you that if you don't want spoilers, don't watch this video. I mean, turn it the fuck off, man, because I don't want to deal with people complaining simply because I spoiled the movie and I warned them. So if the movie is spoiled for you, it's your own damn fault, not mine. Anyway, I do understand why many people hate it. Inception is clearly not a movie for everyone. No movie is. There will always be someone loving a movie and there will always be someone hating a movie. And there will also be someone who thinks they are just meh, not good and not bad, just average. Now I have a question for you. How can you fucking hate The Lion King? I mean, that movie is a masterpiece. You know, there is one big reason why I understand you guys would hate The Lion King. And that reason is because it has talking animals. And I will admit one thing right away. Seeing animals that can talk is very creepy. And it can make people freak out. And that is the reason why Zookeeper is such a shitty movie. Because it has talking animals that give the main character bad advice. The Lion King is nothing like that though. It's about animals that communicate with each other. I will admit that animals from different species communicating with others, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, in real life, animals only talk to other animals of their species. So I will admit, that could be a problem some people have with The Lion King. But you know what? I have something called believing in something because I know it's not part of this universe. And that's why I totally believe The Lion King. Because I am fully aware that The Lion King takes place in a fictional universe. And it does not take place in real life. Confused Matthew absolutely fucking hated the movie. And he hated it because he thought that Simba is an asshole. Now I respect his opinion, but it doesn't change the fact that he doesn't understand what being a kid or a teenager works. And that's why so many people hated that review, because he doesn't understand what being a kid or a teenager is alike. Confused Matthew, if you're watching this video, have all respect for you, man. And to be honest, I wanted to do a commentary on that video myself. But the reason why I decided not to do this is because if I made a commentary, I would mostly be repeating what everyone else has said about that video. And repeating what everyone else has said doesn't make it a good commentary. It really doesn't. In fact, it makes it a shitty one. Because then I would be plagiarizing those other people. And that's also the reason I really regret making a commentary on the Arid Gamer's Back to the Future review and Sonic Unleashed review. Because I brought nothing new up in those two commentaries. And quite frankly, I do think that they deserve a lot of dislike. Because I only hated on Chris Burns for the sake of hating him. I'm not sure if my Predator review was any better, but at least I tried to be more constructive in that commentary. By the way, if you guys wanna check out any of the videos that I mentioned, then I am going to leave a link to all of them in the video description. Okay, I'm getting way off topic here. Now let's get back into my argument of moviegoers going downhill. ChrisStuckmann also mentioned a movie called Moneyball. Since I've only seen the trailers and I haven't seen the actual movie, I can't make a fair judgment, so I really have nothing to say about that. Now here comes the biggest issue that I do not understand at all. So many people fucking love the movie The Smurfs. They think that it's fucking awesome. Guys, no offense, but what's so awesome about the movie? Now you are entitled to your opinion on it, but what's good about it? Is it the Smurfs? I will admit, the Smurfs might be what's good about it. But have you guys actually seen the animated show? Because if you had, you would know that this movie shows no respect to the source material. You could argue that they did get most of the Smurfs' personalities right, and you could argue that they got Gargamel right. I will agree, they did get most of the characters from the show right. But that doesn't make it a good movie. Let me tell you something, you do not need to be a good movie director to get personalities of a fictional character right. All you have to do is to browse through the internet for a bit, do some research, and boom! You know exactly who the character is and what he does. That's all you have to fucking do. So the fact that they got Smurfs and Gargamel right is not an accomplishment. It really isn't, guys. Because everything else about the movie was shit. The Smurfs do not belong in the real world. And that's why they are never in the real world in the animated show, The Smurfs. That's why they mainly stick to their village and almost never go out. Unless, of course, they need to meet someone like Mother Nature or Father Time. I will admit that they did that in the 9th season of The Smurfs, but that season doesn't count, because that season was the shittiest and least entertaining season of the show. I'm not even going to count it as a season of the official Smurfs show. Now in my Smurfs review I was mostly comparing it to the show. And the reason why I didn't tell you the main flaws with the movie is because that would be considered spoilers. So in this video I am going to explain to you why I hate that movie so fucking much. The Smurfs go to the mall. They don't belong there. The Smurfs go to that guy's work. They don't belong there either. See what I mean, people? The Smurfs don't belong in New York City. And so they cause trouble. I'm not saying it's their fault, but what I am saying is that it was a bad idea to put them to New York City. It really was. Not to mention all of the human characters were boring as hell and I couldn't relate to them. And this movie just knew that they would get back to the Smurf village somehow. But this movie does a poor job on focusing just that. By the end of the movie, Smurfs from all around the world come together and open a portal. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't even make sense from Smurfs universe perspective. Do you now see why I hate these Smurfs so fucking much? Because it sucked and didn't show any respect to the source material, and therefore made fans of these Smurfs like myself pissed. And they are going to do that again. They did it to the Super Mario video games, they did it to Dragon Ball Z, they did it to the animated show The Last Airbender, they did it with Inspector Gadget, and they are gonna do it to Pokemon too. If you think that they are never ever gonna do it, and if you think that no one is going to make a Pokemon live action movie because the Pokemon company won't give anyone rights, now let me explain something to you. All of the companies give the rights to the worst movie directors for one reason, and that is to make money. Do you really think the Pokemon company cares if a shitty director makes a shitty adaptations of the show or the games? No! The Pokemon company doesn't care. Because they resolve around money. And that also applies to Warner Bros., the company who had the rights to the Smurfs. If you guys think that boycotting is going to do anything, you guys are clearly delusional. Back when Dragon Ball Evolution was new, the fans who were pissed off were boycotting the movie. And in my opinion, that's just a waste of time. Because the movie studios don't give a fuck about you. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. If you want a good adaptation, then here is the solution. Make it yourself. Go on to YouTube and just make the parody of the shows and movies that you love. And don't worry about copyright. Don't let that discourage you from making parodies of something that you love. And if YouTube does have a problem with you making that copyrighted material, it's simple. Head over to Blake TV, because that site respects copyright a lot more than YouTube does. So you don't even have to worry about it. You can use movie clips and stuff like that as long as it falls under fair use. And you know what? Parodies do fall under fair use. So you have nothing to worry about. I know I'm repeating myself a lot here, but this just needs to be said again. Stop boycotting shitty movies. You are just wasting your time and making all of the fans look bad. Even if the vast majority of people hate the movie, it's not going to stop the movie studios from making them, because they mostly care about money, and this applies to all big companies out there. Walt Disney mainly cares about money. Nintendo mainly cares about money. Sony, Microsoft, Apple, they all care mostly about money. And if you think that they are going to show you some special respect just because you're a fan of the things that they make, you need to open your fucking eyes. Now, I am going to end this video by saying that I have all my respect for ChrisStuckmann. I have all my respect for him. I think he is an awesome guy. And I also have all my respect for the guy, teenager, excuse me, I gotta stop treating kids and teenagers like adults. I have all respect for him as well, and respect his opinions. So if you guys haven't already checked out ChrisStuckmann's video that I'm responding to, feel free to do it. I hope I got my point across. And you know what? If I keep this an all serious video, people just aren't going to enjoy it. So you know what? I'm going to end this video on something special that I'm sure a lot of you will like. Selma, how are you doing? Oh, you're just laying around. Alright. Good luck with that. Anyway, people, that's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Alright guys, there is one thing about this that I didn't mention that I should mention. And I am going to give this brief and I'll try not to spoil the movie. You know what? Fuck it. I am going to spoil this movie anyway, because this needs to be said. I am an idiot for loving the movie Spy Kids 4. I really am. I mean, let's look at the facts here. I love the movie because of the villain. That's fine. I love the movie because of the gadgets. That's fine too. But the main reason why I love it is flawed and very wrong. I also love the movie because the kids in the movie did nothing that I wouldn't have done. What fucking sense does that make? I am clearly one of those idiots that Hollywood makes cash on. So there is no denying it, guys. There really isn't. Okay, that was very brief and I didn't spoil shit. So you know what, guys? I didn't spoil Spy Kids 4 at all. Wow. I managed to keep it so brief that I didn't really say anything about the movie. Ah well. But the rest of the video is still spoilers. So if I spoiled the movie for you, it's your own damn fault. Well guys, that's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching and have a great day. For real this time.